What is deforestation? What are the effects of deforestation on the environment? How does it affect climate change? How are we directly affected by it? And what can we do to stop it? Those are some of the questions that we will be answering in today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you find this video useful so we can bring awareness to as many people as possible while we are still able to help Earth heal. What is deforestation? Forests are home to millions of different types of plant and animal life. They provide many benefits including cleaner air, water, and habitat for wildlife, while they also help balance greenhouse gas emissions, creating breathable air in our atmosphere and preventing climate change. Deforestation is the process of removing a forest area by cutting down living trees and destroying surviving vegetation to free the land for agricultural activities such as farming, grazing, and urban development. This is one of the world's most pressing environmental problems that cause habitat destruction for plants, animals, and human life. Wood is a renewable natural material that has been used by humans since time immemorial. In many parts of the world, wood is still used as fuel or in the construction of buildings. According to some studies, 31% of the world's land surface is covered by forests. That is an extremely valuable, biodiverse ecosystem covering more than 4 billion hectares. Deforestation has decreased over the past few decades, but it is still a significant issue as it has resulted in the loss of about 420 million hectares of forest since 1990. The study report revealed that on average, about 253,000 square kilometers or 97,600 square miles of forest were lost during 2021. That's the equivalent of about 10 football pitches per minute. What are the effects of deforestation on the environment? The impact of deforestation is felt throughout the environment and the natural cycles that regulate life on Earth. Air is cleaned by forests. The carbon dioxide in the air is converted into oxygen by trees using heat, light, and water. On the other hand, deforestation has the opposite result. It eliminates a vital supply of cleaner air and produces carbon dioxide, decreasing air quality. The loss of crops and fertile land is just one of the devastating repercussions of soil erosion on the environment. High levels of soil erosion make areas more susceptible to water pollution, mudslides, dust storms, and flooding. Erosion typically happens when the soil is exposed to moving water, heavy rain, and strong winds. Forests provide a barrier to these damaging elements, protecting the topsoil with their roots, fallen leaves, and branches. Because the dirt revealed through deforestation contain large amounts of carbon dioxide, soil erosion can also make climate change worse. Biodiversity is also harmed by deforestation. The diversity of life on Earth, including plants, animals, and microorganisms, is known as biodiversity and offers a number of advantages, including greater soil quality, cleaner water, healthier plants and animals, and increased food security. Many forest-dwelling species fight to survive in the remnant forests after their home is destroyed. Smaller populations of a species can only be sustained by smaller habitat regions, which reduces their gene pool and makes them more susceptible to hunting, poaching, and predators. Some species can quickly go extinct when their habitat is lost because they are exclusive to certain forest locations. Many animals use the forests as homes, food sources, and as protection from heat or cold weather. Some animals also use them as buffers against environmental pollution, noise, or disturbance from humans. How does deforestation affect climate change? Deforestation also alters local climates by affecting the amount of sunlight and precipitation that reaches the ground. Trees' interception of sunlight reduces the amount of heat that reaches the ground, while evapotranspiration from trees cools the air through water vapor release. In addition, trees help to redistribute precipitation evenly throughout an area, which can impact local microclimates. The loss of tree cover can also exacerbate extreme weather events such as floods and droughts. Trees help to stabilize soils and absorb excess water during heavy rains, which can prevent flooding. They also help to slow the evaporation of water from soils during periods of drought. A reduction in the number of trees signifies a reduction in the planet's capacity to absorb and store CO2. This has a negative impact on climate change and the greenhouse effect. In actuality, deforestation is thought to be the cause of between 10% and 15% of all human CO2 emissions, despite the fact that food and agriculture are responsible for 24% of greenhouse gas emissions. How are we affected by deforestation? Public health is significantly impacted by deforestation in a number of ways. The spread of new infections from wildlife to humans has risen due to the fragmentation of wildlife habitats caused by forest clearing. The World Wildlife Fund claims that the destruction of trees puts future medicinal resources in danger. Deforestation raises the risk of death by causing and escalating the effects of climate change such as floods, especially for people living in regions of the world that are more susceptible to extreme weather. Particularly in poorer nations, forests offer sustenance for millions of people and cooking fuel for 2.4 billion. Beyond their borders, forests are an essential part of food production because they preserve the quality of the soil, control the climate, and provide habitats and food for a wide variety of species. How can we stop deforestation? Researchers warn that the Earth would experience an extinction crisis if deforestation keeps up its current pace. We must stop the loss of forests and encourage their restoration in order to prevent irreparable harm from habitat loss and climate change. Fortunately, there are a number of steps that individuals may take to stop additional deforestation. One of the most effective things we can do is to protect and replant forests. According to some studies, the amount of farmland used globally might be cut by more than 75% if meat and dairy products were not consumed. In this way, cutting back on your meat consumption is a significant step toward halting global warming as well as deforestation. Since diesel and gasoline are blended with biofuels, opting for alternate modes of transportation like walking, cycling, or car sharing might help reduce palm oil imports and production and halt deforestation. You can set an example if you begin exhibiting the habits listed above to halt deforestation. Inform your loved ones, friends, and co-workers about what deforestation is, why it occurs, its causes and effects, as well as the solutions that people, consumers, and businesses may take.